Alright, so recently played Master Duel. I played a duel that I think lasted around 25 to 30 minutes. However, I don't think it was as bad as Mangler's, but I think it was around the same time Mangler was. And I was talking to Mangler through some of this, but I wanted to show this duel to show off the true strength of the Egyptian God cards. In that they don't really have fucking strength. But, yeah, so wanted to show us off. It was a lot of fun. I will be commenting through it. And I want to start off immediately. I wish I could see what the fuck his hand was, but for some reason, Master Duel. Can I see what his hand was? It does not let me do that. I find it's a little annoying. I can't see what his hand is personally, but all right. So we'll be reacting from my perspective. Now you notice in my hand I have Witch's Strike, Ultimate Divine Beast, Soul Crossing, Millennium Revelation, and One Day of Peace. This is my only draw card in the deck. I'm thinking to myself, fuck, he's got a Dragon Maid fucking, girl here. I'm probably gonna, get fucking creamed by Dragon Maids. However, ironically enough, right before this duel, I did beat a Dragon Maid player because they surrendered when I only had 2 back row cards. I don't know why. I guess they knew the Witch's Strike was there and they were worried. But so, my game plan's going into this, and I told Mangler, I want to proc Witch's Strike. I want Witch's Strike to go off. I want these people to suffer. So that was the game plan going into this. Obviously, they got their turn 1. Immediately, I see the odd eyes, and I think to myself, fuck pendulums. I'm going to lose this for sure. There's no way I'm winning with this hand. He's already got his pendulum summon set up. Already got his fucking... This card, I think, stuck around for most of the fucking duel. Fuck this card. His 2 URs on the field ends his phase. I really wish I could see what his fucking face down was. I think I know what this card is. I think I actually remember seeing this later on. Pendulums, just beam pendulums, some very silly shenanigans. Now, I want to make it clear. This man can clearly pilot his deck very well. Which kind of caught me a little off guard because I guess it just suffered from Yu-Gi-Oh! Player syndrome, as you'll see soon enough. I get the card advance, but obviously I know I don't really have too many options here. We're setting up. Rearrange the order of my cards, doesn't show it in the replay, and I get the One Day of Peace to get my Spear Mode to play, because it's my only real play at this point. I have no other option. I got the Witch's Strike ready to go, because again, I'm planning on the negate. I'm praying for the negate at this point. Another Odd Eyes, Odd Eyes Pendulum Summoning, just, terrible, worst summoning mechanic ever added to the game. Disgraceful. I'm actually praying at this point for him to have 3 monsters on the field as well. I'm really... there are a lot of things that have to stack up to get into it. Okay, so you'll notice right there, he hit with both of them. Now, this duel is extended a little faster than it was in real life. I haven't even fast forwarded this, actually. In the actual game, he hit me once with this guy, and then stopped. He was confused. And then he's like, okay, I'm going to hit them again. Now, again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players can't read the card effects. Neither player takes damage until the end of the opponent's next turn. I guess he doesn't know what One Day of Peace does. I don't know. It was a really weird moment. Because, okay, this one got stopped, so instead of reading the cards in my graveyard to see what was going on, he just went for the second attack instead of ending his turn. Nothing too crazy here. I still can't do anything. I play my Soul Crossing down in the hopes that maybe I can proc it. Now, keep in mind, at this point, my goal is not to summon Ra. My goal is to activate Witch's Strike. I am playing this card down, and I'm activating it specifically next turn when he... so, 2 things. I'm praying for an activation condition, but I'm not expecting it to go off. I'm still hoping for the Witch's Strike to come through clutch. He does the Pendulum Summon. I activate the card. This is such a weird card right here. He uses this card a lot. You can target one face-up monster on the field that was special summoned from the extra deck, and it has its effects negated until the end of this turn. I'm going to lower that a little bit. This card gets spammed a lot. I'm actually surprised this card exists the way it does. It felt really fucking useless in this duel, because he kept hitting his own fucking monster. I don't know why you would activate this effect so willingly. Obviously, I tribute, get the Spirit Mode out. Now, for those of you who don't play God cards or are a little confused, why was I able to get Spirit Mode on my side of the field? Soul Crossing, you can just ignore Spirit Mode's condition for Soul Crossing, and also I don't even think you can Spirit Mode during your opponent's turn without Soul Crossing or some sort of tributing card. So yeah, I got Winged Dragon of Ra, Spirit Mode on my field. Good shit, good shit. This was kind of a bad play on my part, a little bit, I think, but it ends up paying off in the end. I feel like I should have started with this one, because again, I'm trying to bait a negate, but I was like, alright, let's just do this and do the effects. I think my thought process during this, because I still have not swat strategies yet. I'm still, please, negate it. I want to see Witch's Strike go off, even though he has nothing in his hand now. I think that was to bait the actual proc. So I destroy his card. Pendulums, of course. Odd Eyes being ridiculous as per usual. Perfectly recycles his card back. I blow it up. So this part kind of tripped me out a little bit. Oh, okay. So this part tripped me out. He special summoned it because I thought this card procced the effect in the middle of the duel, but it was the graveyard effect that worked. Popped it, you know, using raw. Good shit. Special summoning itself. Nothing too crazy here so far because this is all fine and dandy. It gets a little more hectic later on, but I want to show the entirety of this duel and how much stuff this guy actually pulls off. Keep in mind that my strategy is still to play the Witch's Strike. Unfortunately, I get beat by Spiral Flame here. I activate Ultimate Divine Beast. Again, this is meant to bait a Witch's Strike out to fucking, you know, bait a negate. And he activates it. Again, this man activates this card every single turn he gets and just negates his own card effect, which is weird. I think he thinks it's supposed to negate cards on the field? Because he kept activating like it was going to negate a card on the field. Now, at this point, I think I tell Mangler, because I'm still talking to Mangler at this point. I think at this point I tell him, my only chance to win is if I top deck the right card. So either Spear Mode or something to help me in this instance. And lo and behold, I top deck the Mound of the Bound Creator. Beautiful. How many turns are we into this? Because this goes on for, we're on turn 8. Alright, it's going to go on for like at least another 10 more turns. I play Mound of the Bound Creator, and again, this guy, I do not understand why this keeps getting, like, procced. Almost every turn, this man procs it in an attempt to do something. I think he believes it's one face-up card, not one face-up monster. It started tripping me out a little bit, because later on, you'll see that he procs multiple ones in an attempt to stop me, and I don't understand why. So, obviously, now with Mound of the Bound Creator on the field, I basically am unstoppable because you can't be targeted or destroyed. Granted, you know, of course, any, like, you know, fucking back row destruction completely ruins me. So I just go in for it, go for the attack, kill him, and just move on from there. I didn't even realize that wouldn't proc this guy. I just went for, like, the smallest attack damage monster. There was one issue that I did find very interesting. I didn't understand this during the duel because I was just trying to survive, even though this guy did take some time. However, looking back on it now, I understand now. I was confused why he wasn't getting burned for 1,000, and I just read this right here. If a level 10 or higher monster destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard. So I guess because this isn't the graveyard, it doesn't proc that effect. That's actually really silly, but I guess I'm glad I know that now. He plays his Pendulum Paradox. Pendulums, I despise them. They're some of the most annoying cards in the game. This guy played a pure Odd Eyes, I think, for the most part, though. Or at least a pure Pendulum deck, so respect to that 100%. We're back to this guy again. Odd Eyes, what's his face? This card right here, very nice stuff, but I think he misses a few procs on it later. I played my Shining Piezopelia because I wanted to proc. Again, so this is what I was talking about. You can target one face of monster on the field. That was special from the extra deck. I guess he doesn't realize. So this has not worked once he's done it. Although to be fair, it says from the extra deck, so I guess he thought it would work on this one. But he doesn't read this card effect, and I think he procs it again later on because he just keeps proccing his card. And of course, he only hits his own monster, but his own monster only deals like battle damage, increased attack, so it doesn't really matter. I discard my Raw because I know Raw is going to be useless in this encounter, and I just go straight for the Monster Reborn. He lowers his Pendulum scale down, gives himself an extra 300 attack each time, summons some nice boss monsters, and then he gets out... I don't think this is Starving... Oh yeah, Starving Infusion. I was going to say, I knew he got this one out. This, I was kind of sweating bricks here a little bit, because this was a lot of damage I was taking, so I immediately knew I had to go into defense position next turn. Attacks me for 100, attacks me for 200 because Odd Eyes here, you know, doubles battle damage you take. And then he hits me for 2,800, so I'm sweating bullets here. I'm like, fuck, I'm screwed. Because again, keep in mind, my entire strategy revolves around the concept of this card being destroyed. If he literally popped this card anytime during this encounter, I probably would have been destroyed easily. So he summons Odd Eyes Raging Dragon, which unfortunately, because he doesn't use an XYZ monster for material, he doesn't get off any of his effects. I don't understand why he played it like this, unless his extra deck has nothing else. Now, of course, you'll notice 3 monsters, notice the Spirit Mode. Keep in mind, that's a Spirit Mode top deck. I have not set up my deck at this point. That is a Spirit Mode top deck. I got rid of his entire board, and I thought I had him in the ropes here, but, man, Pendulums are something else, because fuck me. I think he gets his entire board back, I want to say 2 more times? Yeah, look at that shit. Okay, attacks me for 3,900. Now, okay, so keep in mind, he just attacked my monster for 3,900. My monster should be dead, but it cannot be destroyed by battle. Keep that in the back of your head, because for some reason, this man never decides to just not attack it. Now, at this point, I'll admit I did a very stupid play. This entire turn was actually kind of stupid on my part. Number one, I forgot I had 2 Raws in the graveyard, which actually kind of saved my ass in hindsight. How many turns have we been right now? Okay, well, we're not going to be here too much longer. So I guess the duel's a lot more sped up than I fucking remember it being, for sure. So I can't tribute for a Raw, unfortunately. Just put in defense mode. Don't need to do this. I just felt like doing it. And I summoned Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. Now, my dumbass thought that it would proc the effect if I use Monster Reborn. However, you have to fusion summon to get the effect. It doesn't kill me, but I could have potentially lost if he could have gotten a bigger monster here. As you'll see, I attack this one. I'm disappointed with Venom Fusion. And then this happens. This moment confused the fuck out of me. Because if I recall correctly, he gets stronger. 4,200. Very nice solid stat line. Summons another monster. And then he does this. He goes after the monster that can't be destroyed by battle. He knows it can't be destroyed by battle. And he hits that one specifically. He doesn't try to go over my Starting Venom Fusion. Again, he can't kill... I don't think he can kill me off this. I think he only gets 1,400 damage. But, like, I'm just there swaying bullets like, holy shit, if he hits my Venom Fusion, what am I going to be in trouble? Of course, for some reason, he just hits Egyptian God Slime. Again, I don't understand what the fuck's wrong with this guy. He hasn't read the cards at all. He hasn't read this card in particular, which is fucking silly. So, of course, for the first time ever... in the last 2 days, Ultimate Divine Beast has actually done something. Because I beat Samaj with it, ironically enough. And what Ultimate Divine Beast does is during the end phase, if you control a Divine Beast monster, you can destroy all face-up cards your opponent controls that activate their effects on the field this turn. So his only chance to beat me, because he activated an Egyptian, like, and Spear Mode on the field, he just lost. And at that point, I'm like, oh, okay, he lost his fucking increased attack. I've basically got him on the ropes. Switch over to my Egyptian God Slime and just start hounding him out. No reason not to. Of course, because he's playing Pendulums, he gets insane amounts of summons. But I'm feeling a little bit confident here. His Pendulum gets destroyed because, again, he activated an effect. And now I have a fucking floodgate for all activated effects. Real silly shit. This card gets popped later as well. This card does not get activated, unfortunately. I still don't fully understand Pendulums. He brought the same card back, and then he attacks himself on the same card. This is the 3rd attempt now. This is attempt number 3 to kill this card, and he's still trying to kill it. I don't understand what's going through this guy's head at this point. And at that point, he surrendered, because the God cards are just infinitely superior to Odd Eyes in every way, shape, or form. That duel did secure me the, you know, my silver rating and my URs for my deck. I just thought that duel went a lot faster in the replay than it did in the actual game. I just thought it was a little fun to show sort of a little more of an old school Yu-Gi-Oh game. The guy didn't play it. He knew what his deck could do really well, except I don't think he was used to such an unorthodox strategy of protection. And I think, actually, can I confirm his deck? Hang on, let me see what his deck actually has. I think I confirmed what his deck had. Let me see this. Hang on, because I want to see if he actually had an option to beat me. Confirm opponent's deck. Okay, let me see this. I don't think. Did he have no options to beat me? Oh, I don't. Yeah, okay. Oh, did he already use? I don't think he used both Spiral Flame Strikes. I think he still had one. Granted, I had the other one in my hand, and I had a Monster Reborn like engine. Oh, he didn't play Sky. Skyrus wouldn't have helped there. This one could have helped stop the trap card, but it only negates. That's not really too impressive. Yeah, wow. This guy unfortunately needs some back row popping ASAP. I mean, I think it's not quite a pure Odd Eyes deck, but it's very close to it. Unfortunately, he does have some standard splashing. Anyways, I just found it a little fun. That was the match that got me into silver. You know, it's always weird when I floodgate with God cards in general, because the God cards, at least for now, are supposed to be more of a stall deck, but on occasion, when my opponent lets me play the game, I can get some really silly stuff off. I guess the moral of the story here, you know, just wanted to share that duel a little bit. Basically, just read the fucking card effects, please. Anyways, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody.